Hey, I wanted to share a brilliant breath practice for instantly soothing your nervous system. And I love it so much because you really can do it wherever you are. And the more you practice it, the faster it works to bring you out of really quite activated states and back into a state of centeredness. So if you notice the back of your head, like where your skull meets your neck, and take your thumbs, and we're going to start by massaging into that space. So you kind of dig underneath your skull and you'll find there's usually a few kind of points of tension there that you can massage with your thumbs. And you might have some points that are quite tense and others that aren't really. So go with what feels right for you to release the tension, like where your skull joins your neck. Because this is when we tend to, when we are in quite a sympathetic dominance, we tend to cut our head off from our body because we're in this state of like hypervigilance all the time. So we want to release that, and we can do that by telling our body through releasing that part of our neck that we're actually okay to be present right now. Yeah, good. And then take your index finger and go draw this line all the way back over your skull to where your skull meets your neck. And that point there, I want you to just press into that to bring your awareness there. So not pressing too hard, but we're going to bring our awareness to the tip of our spine, which meets our skull, right? So if you press into that point there, good. And then you can release your hand down, and you can do this with your eyes open or closed. I like closing mine because it helps me to turn my awareness in, but some people don't feel really settled when they close their eyes. So then if that's you, leave your eyes open. Notice your in-breath and out-breath without needing to change it. And bring your awareness back to that spot where the tip of your spine meets your skull, meets the base of your skull. And now as you breathe in, I'm going to imagine that the in-breath is hitting that point, right? It's drawing into that point where your spine meets your skull. And as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out down each vertebrae of your spine, one at a time, and all the way out the tip of your tailbone. So breathing in, the in-breath comes all the way to that point where the tip of your spine meets your skull. Breathing out down each vertebrae of your spine, one at a time, all the way out the tip of your tailbone. And keep following that practice, breathing in, breathing out down each vertebrae of your spine. And see if with the out breath, you can really start to stretch the out breath and let it really meander down each vertebrae in your spine. The in breath can be whatever length and depth you want it to be. Just bring your awareness with it to the top of your spine. Breathing out, meandering down each vertebrae of your spine and then out the tip of your tailbone. I wonder how much you are able to stretch your breath on the out breath. How much can your out breath linger through each vertebrae in your spine? Sometimes people find that there are certain vertebrae they cannot connect their awareness into, and you may have had an injury there at some stage or some sort of emotional traumas that have affected that part of your body. Don't worry about that. Over time, as you practice this, your awareness tends to come back in those parts of your spine. So let's do that 3 more times. And when you finish your 3rd breath, gently open your eyes and notice 5 things around you that you can see. 5 things you can see. Good. Then gently turn your head from side to side, go very slowly, stretching through your neck. And release back to center. And you can use that breath wherever you want to. It's so transportable, and the more you practice it, the faster your nervous system recognizes it as a cue to come back into a resting state. Lots of love.